people? It's me, the third wheel, Rick Serrano the third from the Wrestling POV podcast. And do I have something special for you? Celebrity video messages. You can request a video message from a celebrity for a personal connection, a shout out for a birthday gift, a wedding gift, a Christmas gift, a Valentine's Day gift, any kind of gift. You get a celebrity to send you a video message. Choose from hundreds of celebrities. Enter the details you want the celebrity to mention, and you get to pay safely and securely with PayPal or any debit card or credit card. You will receive an email with your video and downloadable links as soon as the celebrity recorded your video. Most videos take between 2 days or 2 weeks to complete. The best part is a percentage of the proceeds go to charity. Get video messages from celebrities like the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Kurt Angle, Jake the Snake Roberts, Austin Aries, Booker T. Tell me you didn't just say that. Oh, I did. Rob Van Dam, Mick Foley, DDP, and other celebrities from Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, Star Trek, Star Wars, the UFC, NFL, NBA, TV stars, movie stars, musicians, and more. Just click the link below this video and you will get a celebrity to send you a personal message today. And don't forget to check out the Wrestling POV podcast for new episodes every Saturday on iTunes, YouTube, and Podbean for free.
That is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Warning, wrestling POV's content may contain language that is not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's the curse of Nia Jax, Rick. What the fuck? Jeez. Ted DiBiase.
Gonna stomp my boots in the.
I don't know why people are threatening me, because you're an idiot.
You're going on the list.
To license.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I don't know why people put you on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Because honestly,
What?
He's what?
Oh God. Rick Serrano III hurt his back after falling off his chair. Wait, what? I did not write this.
Oh my God, you're a Ms. Lover.
I think I might buy a T-shirt. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Me neither too.
Get the Nia Jax out your ears.
Oh, don't go there.
Because at the end of the day, it's a catchy ass song.
What the hell is going on?
To license.
Mr. Tony, did I do a good job?
You did, Miguel.
Yes, we got him.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody
Shalooms.
and the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people.
And our intern, Miguel Cole, but he's under the weather, huh?
Yeah.
He's feeling a little sick.
Wait a second. Wait, is this a Miguel Cole free episode?
This is a Miguel Cole free episode.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, why do you do that to the poor guy? He tries. So wait a minute, who's going to be working the soundboard then?
Oh man, this is a Rick Serrano III special!
All right, we got lots to talk about. A lot of shit that happened this past week. My goodness.
Oh man.
It was crazy.
Word.
We got some special announcement right now too. The Survivor Series pay-per-view points game, the Wrestling POV pay-per-view points game, is next weekend. So don't forget. If you remember when I had said that we changed it up just a tiny bit for this Survivor Series. So here's the deal. This is the worst. Before somebody else tries to steal it. Now everybody's going to play. Everybody's on their own. Everybody's going to be on their own. You pick your own points, okay? Till we get those points in, then come Sunday, around, I'd say 5 o'clock, Rick? Is that what time they're starting Survivor Series?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about an early startage.
Okay.
It might be regular.
What we're trying to do is to do it at least an hour before the pre-show starts. So, the kickoff show, whatever they call it. So, basically what we're going to do is we're going to go on Facebook Live. We're going to take whoever's playing, and I'm hoping there's going to be a lot this time. And you're going to want to play because there's a reason for it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a live Facebook. We're going to take all the names that are playing that day, and we're going to put them in a hat or a name generator. And we're going to pick out one name, and basically we're going to have our own Survivor Series. So it's going to be Team Rick, Team Tony, Team Mimi, and if Miguel's still feeling good, then it'll be Team Miguel. We're going to have our own names, which is going to be pretty funny. And if the numbers are not right, then it's just going to be between myself, Rick, and Mimi. If we have an even number, then we'll throw in Miguel Cole as a team member. And basically what's going to happen is... how are we doing this again, Rick?
So basically, we're going to have a team of 4, just like Survivor Series, classic Survivor Series. And the team that has the most combined points will get an extra 5 points towards their... their individual score. Okay. And whoever has the most points at the end of the night will be the WPOV champion. So like we said, everybody's playing for themselves. Your picks will be in before the 5 o'clock deadline of Sunday, the Survivor Series. And after that, we will make the picks of the team you will be on. And if your team wins, you get an additional 5 points. 5 points can go so far in this.
Yeah, I know, right? It can. Of course, there's going to be several 10-pointer matches in this card.
Absolutely.
So this is gonna be a high-scoring game, but at the same time, you have to wager your points responsibly. you know what I'm saying? Seriously, because it can all boil down to just one match, and that could really mess you up. And like I said, the last pay-per-view points game we had, the one guy, I forgot his name. Jeez, I'm sorry, but he went with the Shield, but he had to go against the Shield in order to win because of the number of points that he bet. Now, you look at somebody like Matt Novak, who was perfect, but he didn't bet enough points. But you have to say to yourself,
wait a second, Cousin Jay was perfect too.
Yeah, I know, but he maxed out his points almost. Careless betting. No, I'm kidding. He won anyways, but even still, I don't know. It's not complicated. It's just how you have to wager your bets. It's one of those.
Well, what Tony's trying to say, it's luck and it's intelligence. For me, it's mostly intelligence because I'm a 2-time champ. But basically, just be smart about how you put your points, or you can be reckless like Cousin Jay and become a 2-time champ too. Yeah. So that's
reckless like Cousin Jay.
It's true. It is true. So that's it. So I know there's our normal people that play. We really appreciate it. But this time, this is for an extra 5 points. So whoever's team you're on, you'll get that additional 5 points if you win the Survivor Series itself. So that could play a factor too.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're on my team, you're guaranteed 5 points.
All right, so before we begin with the news and the rumors and the injuries, I have to point out there was a lot of feedback on last week's episode, which I thought it was pretty funny too. And I think this episode, Rick, we have to tell you, it's about you.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you know this. The feedback was that your little accident that happened last week when you was making fun of Nia Jax and you was there singing and you fell.
Basically.
So I think what's going on is that you have the Nia Jax curse.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think so. I really do. So it was a lot of feedback from it, and she's haunting me, Rick. She is haunting me.
I feel like a giant weight is on my back right now.
Oh man. I'm telling you, gotta watch out, Rick.
Oh god.
Alright, so now we got lots to talk about, like I said. But before we go through all that, we have to go over the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
Alright, before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. Alright, our first birthday. Cowboy Bob Orton turned 67 years old.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I thought he was older.
I thought so too.
Sure, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of older, King Kong Bundy turned 60.
Wow.
Man,
I love him.
I've done a few shows with King Kong Bundy, and he is a big-time ribber.
A river?
Yeah.
A ribber. He loves to play jokes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that like a river?
And actually, you know, what's funny was that we had Kenny Casanova on the show. He can't stand Kenny Casanova. In a good way, though. In a good way. Like, because now, mind you, King Kong Bundy loves to play jokes on people. He loves to play, rib on people. But so does Kenny Casanova. Mm-hmm. And Kenny Casanova always gets him all the time. And he gets so pissed off at Kenny. Freaking Kenny! Get it! Yells at him. And, of course, Kenny runs like a little girl. But, yeah, that's a little side note on the Mr. King Kong Bundy. Uh-oh. It's happening again. It's the curse of Nia Jax, Rick.
Listen. Oh, Lord. Next up is
You better not.
Madness.
It's not Lord. You need to go. Hiya.
Nia.
No. I assure you, there's no such thing as a Nia Jax curse.
I think so.
I think there is.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Next up, Magnus turns 31 years old.
Who?
Nothing.
Who?
Mickey James' husband.
Who?
Why would I play that for myself? Wow. What? I hit the wrong button, man.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Wow, that's weird. Okay.
I told you, Nia
next
Jax
up.
curse.
Next up, we got Peyton Royce turns 25.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoopee.
Yeah, good for her.
Well, first of all, no whoopee. She's doing really well for herself. I wish her and Billy Kay would come up to the main roster already. They deserve it.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Wow.
Is Miguel Cole back?
At this point, I think we wish he was back.
Yeah.
Jesus
Christmas. All right, Ted DiBiase Jr. turns 35 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not him, but Ted DiBiase. DiBiase.
DiBiase.
Do you know who that is?
DiBiase.
Is Ted DiBiase here? Good. Everybody's got a price for Ted DiBiase. Christ. Oh my lord. Anyway, Ted DiBiase Senior. I mixed them up too close together. Mm-hmm. He is coming out with a little documentary about himself. Yeah. But it's actually in the eyes of his son, Ted DiBiase Jr., who turned 35 today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Happy
so
birthday!
nice.
I want to see it. Looks interesting.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it. Yeah.
Is it interesting?
No.
No. Because
It's
Ted is a
not.
good friend of mine. He also paid our fine once upon a time.
Yes, he
he
did.
did.
Looks out for us.
Yes, he
so,
did.
last but not least, also our good friend Jer Chris Jericho turns 47 years old.
Chris Jericho.
I thought he was younger than that.
Wait, how old is he?
47.
He's only a year older than me. Wow.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I could have sworn he was like 36.
No. Chris Jericho?
Mm-hmm.
Get the hell out of here.
He's so hot
on.
and so
right.
yummy.
Speaking of Chris Jericho, it is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. All right. Well, like I said, Chris Jericho. Oh my God, he like destroyed the internet this
Yes, he
weekend.
did.
Yes, he did.
When he had challenged Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 12. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This guy, it was crazy. Like, we saw the whole tweets back and forth. I didn't report it because I was just like, oh, this is just some crap that's never going to happen. And it's happened.
Yep.
This is crazy. And then the great thing about this promo was, I'm the best in the world. CM Punk's not around. Shawn Michaels is not around. Edge is not around. I'm still here. It is Alpha versus Omega.
January 8th. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy.
It is going to be crazy.
It's gonna be cray-cray.
It's going to be cray-cray. Just a little bit cray-cray.
Yeah. Also, Rockstar Spud has signed with WWE.
I saw that. Does anybody even know who he is?
Nope.
Well, if
You
you
don't know?
watch Impact and TNA,
I don't watch
Well,
TNA.
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for TNA to come pay me so I can watch their shows.
that is crazy that they actually pay people up to $50 to come watch
Yeah.
their shows.
Word?
Yeah.
Well, they don't come out here.
I heard it was about 150 they paid somebody.
Serious?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Crazy.
It's not worth what? I don't know. They're
Well-
boring.
Rockstar Spud is interesting, not stupid at all. He would definitely fit in. They said he's going to debut at 205 Live, which I think is a perfect spot for him.
Yeah. I don't know what I don't know how to describe him though. I mean,
I'll look him up.
Flamboyant.
I'll look him up. I'll look him up.
I don't.
I'll do my homework and look him up.
He yeah, I don't know. Yeah, look him up.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be good. He's like,
He will.
yeah, I don't know how to describe him. I mean, he's better than Enzo Amore. Let's leave it at that.
Ooh.
Everybody is better than Enzo Amore.
I don't think so. The way shit's going down with him,
Well,
man.
because they're licking his culo.
No, not looking this cool.
Culoco Fleca.
Yeah.
All right, next up, John Cena announced as the last member of Team SmackDown. Shane McMahon announces this on Twitter, not on the show, because obviously it was recorded. Spoiler alert! I mean, you know, speaking of spoiler alert, this nonsense. Oh, I go on my Facebook, I go on Twitter, whatever, and I'm seeing, oh, this guy wins, this guy wins. Oh, well, guys, it was pre-recorded. WWE released it, so why the hell do you have to release it? You're not. WWE released it. I stayed off of everything WWE.
Yeah.
You're not WWE. Why are you releasing it?
It's true.
Like, I just don't get these people, and then they get mad that they're getting threats from other people. Like, oh, I don't know why people are threatening me. Because you're an idiot. You're a stupid idiot. Like,
You're going on the list.
No, me. Anyway, it's just, you guys, you're not the WWE. Don't do the WWE's work for them. If they want to spoil crap for themselves and people that actually go on WWE.com, then that's your fault. But everybody else, I'm going on my Facebook and all my friends are putting up who won the title. Why?
WTF, man.
It's true.
Jesus. Spoiler alert. At least put spoiler alert in the title so my eyes don't keep reading.
Right? It's true. It is true.
Yo, it's like a fly with a fly zapper. You see the light, you know it's bad, but you just keep going, and all of a sudden.
Yep. It's zapped.
Alright, well, next up on NXT, the Velveteen Dream will face Aleister Black at TakeOver. Now, that's that's definitely a rise for the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, it is.
Aleister Black.
You know, Aleister Black's gonna win. He's.
But whose coffee did he spit in? They just said, "Nah, you're gonna fight Velveteen Dream."
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna dig it, I guess. I mean, my thing is that, you know, if the people who don't know who Velveteen Dream is, his real name is Patrick, right? Patrick?
Yes.
Yes. That's his last name.
No, the Patrick was his first
Patrick's
name.
first name. He was in the last Tough Enough, and he had a bit of an attitude. And you know what? He kind of was right, but I didn't like his attitude. But he was kind of right, though. You know, if you're going to be in this business, you got to know your history. It is true. You know, you got some people, excuse me, what's her name? Ariana from the Funkadactyls. She knew nothing about wrestling, and she said her all-time favorite wrestler was Alicia Fox. You know what I'm saying? And she said it in front of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin looked at her and said, wait a minute now. Wrestling's been around forever. And the all-time favorite that you picked was Alicia Fox. Nothing against her, but come on.
Nah, Tony, that's not fair, though.
It is fair.
Stone Cold, you're my favorite.
He wasn't looking for that.
No, he wasn't looking for that. He was. Don't talk about my Stone Cold Steve Austin like that, all right? First of all,
He wasn't. He was looking for more like Ric Flair, maybe.
no, but even Jackie.
Jacqueline would have been
I
a
mean,
nice pick,
honestly.
but she picked Alicia Fox. And there's nothing
first
against
of all,
Alicia Fox.
No. Listen,
Yeah.
people, Alicia Fox is a good pick. Come on.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, right. You couldn't even say that with a straight face.
No, I'm saying it with a straight face.
Yeah.
I mean, but seriously, though, I get it. I understand you want people to know their history, but Stone Cold, relax, all right? Relax. Because I don't know why people put you on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Because honestly,
Oh.
He's what?
Honestly, you need to
you
shut
need to take a
up.
step back. You need to take a step back, Stone Cold. Stone Cold and The Rock. Like, as great as they weren't that great, all right? All right? Take a step back.
Yeah.
IWC.
So.
IWC.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Wow. All right. So, anywho.
Man.
She disagrees with you.
So, yeah, she does.
Yeah.
So.
The last bit of news, 205 Live, I feel like it's Enzo's downfall. The crowd started chanting boring during his Zoe show.
Oh my God, it was boring. I watched it for the first time.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Just as bad as his promo on Raw, which we'll go over later. Terrible.
It was
The Brits, though, the Brits showed up and they did a good. I thought they were great. That's a great future for the 205 Live.
We'll see.
Era, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it looks like they're putting the United Kingdom fellers.
Fellas.
I was trying to fit in. It looks like they were trying to put them into 205. It looks like 205. Next.
They will do I think there will be a great impact on 205
And they will.
Live.
I think so. But let me ask you guys a question. Which do you think turned out to be, I guess, worth watching? The 205, the Cruiserweight tournament. You know, obviously after that it became 205 Live. The United Kingdom tournament, or the Mae Young Classic. I mean, we haven't seen nothing yet from the Mae Young Classic. They did sign a few ladies from there. But, I mean, out of all three, which one you think...
I think the European one was the one that really caught my eye, yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, they were great.
Because they really put the heart and soul into
They
it.
did. I agree with that. So the UK Classic?
Yeah, UK all the way.
Okay. All right, just wondering. All right, let's go straight out to rumors. I only got one rumor. Obviously, if you didn't watch SmackDown, I don't know what the hell you were watching. But rumors go...
Shameless.
Well, Shameless. No, Shameless on Sunday. But obviously, no. Actually, if you didn't watch it, you probably got the spoiler alert. But serious. So, rumors going around that Jinder Mahal, or as Kurt Angle says, Jinder Mahal, may have a nagging shoulder injury. So the results of what happened on SmackDown, they're saying it's because of that. So it was to give him a little bit of a break. But obviously, nothing's really confirming this. But I do know this is that the WWE is touring in India in December, which could mean that he may get a title shot then. So if you think about it now, here we are in November. We got the Survivor Series. Raw has the next pay-per-view, and then there's the SmackDown. They'll have their pay-per-view. So that's all rumors I got. That's it. But
all right.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. So,
all right. So injury time.
Yeah. What do you got for injury, Rick?
So for injury, I have Rick Serrano III hurt his back after falling off his chair. Wait, what? I did not write this.
I told you, man.
All right. I did not write that. So
I told you it's the curse of Nia Jax. You did this to yourself, Rick.
Yep.
no.
Yeah. You did it to yourself, man. I don't know what to tell
I don't
you.
know. That's just a coincidence. Miguel probably goofed up on me. Blah blah. Ha ha. Very funny.
I don't know, man.
All right. I have no other injuries. If you guys cared.
Ooh, who's that?
What the fuck?
I don't know, man. Something's happening. Jeez. Told you, Rick, you stirred up some shit, man. Alright, that's all you got for injury? Let's go.
Yo, I have the board right in front of me, man. I'm not even.
You're not even touching it? Serious?
No! Why would I play that for myself?
That's true. That is true. That's weird. That is weird. Alright, so let's get on to Raw Notes. Alright, obviously they were in the UK. Raw opened up with an episode of Ms. TV. Let me tell you something. He knocked this out the park. Come on, you can't tell me Miz did not do a good job on this.
Oh my God, you're a Miz lover.
I think I might buy a T-shirt.
Oh my God, you're a Miz lover.
Wow. That promo, Tony. I was so hyped. You texted me, Rick. You gotta see this, man. It's so good. And I was just like, is Tony watching the same thing I was watching? Because I was not impressed by it at all.
What?
It just seems like the same stuff every week now.
No.
And I saw
I'm talking about
Baron Corbin. He said that in his promo on the phone. I'll knock your teeth out, you brother. You talk about my pregnant wife and my unborn child. He said the same thing on Raw, bro.
It was good.
Oh, bro, he called you bro.
If you're gonna put it online, you gotta say something different.
But what if a lot of people didn't watch it?
Well, then they should go on the WWE.com and have. I don't get it, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
That was a damn good promo. Really.
Yeah, it's alright.
Alright, so then he featured a special guest of Kurt Angle. Angle denied he had anything to do with Kane's attack on Daniel Bryan last week. The Miz got upset that Angle didn't apologize for what happened to Curtis Axel. Then all that scuttlebutt that happened, Angle made a non-title match between The Miz and Braun Strowman. I thought it was a title match at first.
I thought so too.
I did. Of course, it scared the bejesus out of The Miz, and that was it. So, then up next, I was so upset with this one. It was the guitar on the pole match. Jason Jordan versus Elias.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are the rules for this match?
I guess the first person to grab it gets to use it. Obviously, that wasn't the case because Elias did grab it. He should have been the one to use it. But Jason Jordan grabbed it and used it, and he won because of that. So, yeah, he won. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell that they gotta. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Me neither too.
Shit.
Well, we're gonna have to.
No.
A little bit later.
I don't wanna.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot about that. Jesus. All right, whatever. So then It was Asuka versus another local talent. I didn't catch her name though. You catch her name? You didn't catch her name?
No.
Does it even really matter?
No.
No. All right. Anyway, she, with the earners. But she did whoop that girl's ass.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. Okay. So.
But there was no spoiler alert. You knew she was gonna kick her ass. I mean, it's just a matter of how.
Okay. So then up next.
Fuck you.
It was supposed to be Samoa Joe versus Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil came not running because I've never seen the brother run, but he came. So he started coming down the ramp there, and Samoa Joe attacked him from behind and beat him up. And then he went into the ring, grabbed the mic, and issued an open challenge, which I'm kind of glad it wasn't Titus O'Neil. Jesus.
Exactly.
So I was happy about that. But then Finn Balor answered the challenge. So, a little bit of an NXT rematch, so to speak. If you ever watched it.
Oh, it was a great match. It was a great match.
It was. The match was really good. It was a no contest because they just kept beating the shit out of each other. So Kurt Angle came out and he made both of them part of Team Raw. So I was happy with that. Extremely happy. So. And plus, it was going around with my rumors, huh? Yeah. Shit. So then backstage, there was a segment with Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan.
Lord.
I don't know what to say about this. Here I am bragging about my rumors was coming true, and then this bullshit happens. Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle announced that Jason Jordan will be the 5th team member for Team Raw on the Survivor Series. Now, my thing is that I think Jason Jordan's going to turn heel. That's what I think. I think at Survivor Series he's going to turn heel and cost Team Raw the win. I think that's what's going to end up happening. So, unless they take him out, they still got another week. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know.
I think what's going to happen is possible the Owen Hart effect, where he's the only member eliminated from his team, or he is the big hero. Like, he comes out and he helps the team win. I don't know about a heel turn. I just think, or he'll become a heel if it's the Owen Hart effect. Like, if he's the only one to be eliminated, he'll become bratty over the weeks to come.
Yeah, could happen, but we'll see. I'm not happy with it, to be honest.
No, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting,
but stupid.
Definitely stupid. Then up next, it was Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Alicia Fox and Nia Jax. Rick, what's the matter? You didn't want to see Nia Jax? Is that what it is?
Yo, Nia Jax looked like she was from DR with that hair. I was just like, yo.
See? Rick, you gotta be careful there.
Yo, guys, why are you doing this to me? I mean, the first 6 times was funny, but I mean, listen, man, it's not my fault she dresses like a hefty bag.
Jesus Christ, man, Rick.
Listen, when we want to talk about Nia Jax got a little bit of an attitude. I watched Total Divas. Yeah, I watched.
Oh hell no! Let's not go there.
Ooh,
Let me just tell you something.
So I also watched Total Divas,
and was nasty.
She was not.
It's to Maurice.
No, first of all, Maurice. She was asking Maurice a question, and Maurice took it the wrong fucking way, like she always does.
If she took it the wrong way, then you calmly say, "Oh, excuse me, I think you're taking it away." Don't try to act.
She did try to.
She did.
She was trying to.
Well, I'm sorry, but motherfucker, if you're gonna come up to my face and then start cursing at me, I'm gonna tell you where to go and how the fuck to get there.
12-year vet. You saw.
So what? She's a 12-year vet. But bitch, I'll knock you the fuck out.
Tony, you're a professional wrestler. How do you show respect in the locker room? to somebody that's a fan? Even if they're an asshole to you, how do you show them respect? You don't come back at them, do you?
No.
Exactly.
You still come back at him. Fuck that.
Case closed. This ain't the streets, Mimi.
But
This is wrestling.
But I saw that skit and
she didn't come out of her face.
She didn't. She just asked her. She goes, "Have you ever been in a gauntlet match before?" And then
yes, but
Maurice was just like,
she acted like she wasn't part of the Divas Revolution. She was.
She didn't. No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
She was the longest reigning Divas champion.
It was Divas, not Women's Revolution.
But I said Divas Revolution. Come on, Mimi. Get the Nia Jax out your ears.
Oh, don't go there.
Wow. All right. So, anywho, Sasha and Bailey won. And then Alicia Faye.
What
the hell is wrong with me today?
Alicia Faye.
God. Alicia Faye. I can't even talk no more, man. What the hell?
No more?
Yeah, shut up. All right, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Alicia Fox announced that it's because I'm trying to read and I see Sasha Banks, so I combined Fox and Banks. So I came up with Banks.
That doesn't make
yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Nah.
Be quiet.
Nah.
So then she announces that Sasha Banks is going to be on the Raw Women's Survivor Series team, leaving out Bailey.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, and Bailey's looking at her like, seriously? So, we'll see. They got another week to go, so who knows? I mean, who else they got left? They kicked out Emma.
James.
They got Mickey. Oh, yeah, Mickey James. And Dana Brooke.
Rick's favorite.
Right?
I mean, Nia Jax has a better chance of getting out of that outfit in one try than Dana Brooke being on that team.
Jesus Christ.
You know what you guys are doing? You're going to make me sing this song for the rest of the week. Because at the end of the day, it's a catchy ass song.
That's true. It is catchy.
And he's going to be like, I'm not like most girls.
I know. His wife's going to look at him like, alrighty, Rick. You're not like most girls. Is something you want to talk to me about?
Ting, ting.
No.
Ting.
Ting. Just
Ting.
one ting.
Just one ting.
He's just the one ting.
He's just the one ting.
Moving on!
Oh, wow, I get it. Oh, Jesus. All right, so then up next it was Braun Strowman versus The Miz. The Miz ended in a disqualification as Kane came down and attacked Strowman. Did you expect anything else?
No.
I'm glad it ended that way. Miz cannot take a pin to Braun Strowman. I don't care how big he is. He's a champion.
Okay.
That's true.
All right.
Okay.
After you just dissed him earlier, I'm shocked to hear that.
No, I agree.
So then up next, Enzo Amore comes out.
Oh.
Now to me, I think they messed this up. Enzo started talking his shit, and then all of a sudden, Pete Dunne's music hits. He is the UK champion. Then Angle comes out to introduce him. They messed up.
Yeah.
They did.
They messed up.
And I can hear Vince in the back going, "What the hell is going on? Fire everybody!"
Yeah, that was just terrible. They've done that before,
bad.
though. They've done it before where they play somebody's music and then Kurt Angle or somebody will come. Like,
yeah.
Why? Like, you guys. And then the thing is, the guy doesn't even have a video package. He just has his name.
Just his name.
So,
that was it.
Oh.
So, the times he did in NXT or even in the tournament, there was a few matches there because obviously he advanced in a few of them. They couldn't put a little quick package montage? No? All right, sure. All right, so anyway, he beat Enzo Amore. Big pop. Obviously, he was in the UK. And then plus, obviously, he's going to be in 205 Live because they kept saying his weight. They said his weight like 3-4 times. He's 195 bruiserweight. All right.
Okay.
Well, they said 205, but yeah.
Yeah.
But they said 205? I thought they said 190.
Yeah. No, they said 205 on the dot. They kept saying it.
Well, be 206, so that way you don't have to be in there, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I know.
Yeah, sure. So, all right, so then there was the main event. It was for the Raw Tag Team Championship. It was Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Sheamus and Cesaro, the Bar. So,
Before you get there, now, when they had the backstage interview with Kurt Angle, the Bar, what the hell happened?
what do you
Because it was just like, Kurt Angle said, if you guys want a title opportunity, there's something you need to do for me. And then all of a sudden, it got cut off, and it went straight to, you guys, then Michael Cole was like, and they're going to be fighting for the tag team titles. How did they come up with that?
I don't know.
Because Kurt Angle was telling them, you guys got to do me a favor. You have to do something first before I give you a title opportunity. And then they just cut off. And then Kurt Angle got tag titles out of it. I think these pre-recorded things got to stop. Because that was horrible.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that at all. Huh. Well, all right. Sure. But they got a title shot. So, anyway, so the match was all right. It was going good. And then all of a sudden you hear New Day. They do, if you catch, and my thing is this, if nobody was supposed to know that SmackDown was there, why did they get their shit on the Titantron and all this other stuff?
Word.
If they're on the Raw show and they're not supposed to know that they were there, and then yet their video vignette was on the Titantron. Come on,
You're right.
man. Anywho,
Right.
they came out, they started talking shit. I don't know who are they quoting, anyways, because they said it again on SmackDown when they were doing nothing.
I have no clue.
Oh, okay.
Like, maybe Matt Novak can fill us in on this British humor.
Oh.
Because it's dry, brother. I mean, I know we're 38 lads together and everything, but bruh, that British humor is kind of dry.
Oh man, Jesus, right? So yeah, I didn't get it. So yeah, if you can kindly fill us in, please, we greatly appreciate it. So so Kurt Angle's going crazy, he's dragging people out. Come on, they're here. And then everybody was outside of the ring except for Seth Rollins. He was in the ring. They were all getting ready to fight him. And then when they all started coming out, all of a sudden, Sheamus gives a bro kick to Seth Rollins. And they get the pin. Dean Ambrose tried to come in and couldn't do it. And he was stopped by Sheamus. No,
Cesaro.
And they got the pin, new tag champs. So it's going to be Sheamus and Cesaro at Survivor Series against the Usos. Which,
all right.
Now, when that happened, I knew right away, all right, so they're trying to set up a match. It's going to be the New Day versus the Shield, obviously. Especially with them putting Jason Jordan in. I was like, oh, so no Roman, huh? But then when this happened, I was like, oh, this is why. So I don't think Jason Jordan is going to be out of this match. He's very much going to be in it. And that was your Raw, I guess, right? So, very interesting Raw. Like you said, Rick, though, I totally agree. They can't do this pre-recorded shit. They just... It messes it up, man. I was just like... Ugh. So, anywho, that is your Raw. We're going to take a quick pause. And when we come back, it is Mimi's Top 10 Rankings for the month of November, done by Rick Serrano III himself.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Not fun.
This is Lucha Underground's Cortez Castro, and you're listening to Wrestling POV Podcast.
And we are back, and it is now time for Mimi Goody's Top 10 Rankings of November. And it is my turn to alter her list. Let's just do a recap of Mimi's Top 10 of November. At number 10, Tanahashi. At number 9, The Miz. At number 8, Rey Mysterio. At number 7, Prince Puma. At number 6, Kevin Owens. At number 5, the phenomenal AJ Styles. At number 4, Okada. At number 3, Baron Corbin. At number 2, Pentagon Dark. And at number 1, Samuel Zayn. Mimi, I gotta say, you made this week hard for me. I mean, I didn't know how many guys to get rid of
Oh man!
I mean, I'm maxed out at 2. And I was like, wow, who do I keep? But seriously, no. I thought it was a good list. But there were some guys I was just like, I don't know where to put them.
Yeah.
But this is my top 10 rankings of November. At number 10, Sami Zayn.
Oh.
Sami Zayn at number 1. I just don't see it.
Number 1 to number 10.
He hasn't done much. He's been losing a lot. The heel Sami Zayn, though, I kind of dig.
I dig the heel Sami Zayn.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't have Sami on this list. But the other 2 guys I took out, they definitely don't deserve to be on this list. So Sami had to stay. At number 9, I put Kevin Owens.
Oh.
Kevin Owens, again, he's been fighting Shane McMahon. I mean, the whole thing about his heel level has been elevated to another level. But all right, I mean, I feel like he could do more.
Yeah.
Number 8, I put Pentagon Dark, the Lucha Underground champion. He's alright. I mean, he's good. He's really good.
He's really good.
All right. I mean, I felt like, first of all, I wasn't too happy with that finale for Lucha Underground. I'm like, I don't understand. I know you wanted to get the belt off of Prince Puma. There's different ways to do it. Pentagon Dark, I don't know. It could have gone to someone else. Maybe Cortez Castro, a good friend.
Hey, yeah.
At number 7, I put The Miz, Intercontinental Champion. He's just breaking records every day that goes by. Number 6, I got Okada. He's still doing his thing, but he's just not as high as he was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Number 5, my first edition, I added Finn Balor.
Okay.
His match with AJ Styles was great. His recent match against Samoa Joe was great. The guy can definitely work. And he's just been doing his thing. Hopefully, this continues. Hopefully, they give him a good showing in Survivor Series. They don't just eliminate him first.
He better not get eliminated first. Jesus.
At number 4, I put Prince Puma, Lucha Underground champion, made it to the finals. He's been doing his thing over the summer. Hopefully, he's on his way to WWE.
Yeah.
At number 3, my second edition, Kenny Omega, the dude against Trent Beretta, man.
I saw that.
Wow, the IWGP US title, the dude tore it up.
He did.
And now this whole thing with Jericho, man.
He did.
Yep.
That's just too sweet, baby. All right. At number 2, I'm going to take you number 10, Hiroshi Tanahashi, the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. The main event, he fought against Kota Ibushi, who should have won the Cruiserweight Classic, by the way.
Yep.
Not no TJP. Kota Ibushi deserves to win that.
Yeah,
the
I
dude
agree.
is tearing it up in Japan. He will be on this top 10 sooner rather than later. That main event was amazing.
It was.
Hiroshi Tanahashi is just tearing it up right now. So I put him at number 2.
Okay.
And at number 1, I have...
Wow.
Why are we doing this? There's no such thing as a curse.
I think so.
Stop it. All right. At number 1, the phenomenal AJ Styles. I mean, the match against Finn Balor, even his match against Jinder Mahal, which we'll get into, so good. My wife, who hates SmackDown, was watching. It was like, wow, this is a really good match. So I have to go with AJ on that one.
Now, wasn't AJ number 1 last month? Oops.
He was my number 1 last month. The guys just keep elevating to new levels, man. There's no stopping.
Well, you got to think about it too. You know, I mean, there he is doing a tour, an overseas tour. Then all this crap that happened on SmackDown or on Raw flew him down to do Raw, fought that Sunday, then on Monday, then on Tuesday. The guy's a workhorse. You know, he really is. He's phenomenal. So that number 1, I agree. Yeah, I mean, wow.
Yeah, so with that being said, that is my top 10 for the month of November. Tune in next week as Tony Diaz gives his top 10 of November. He's going to get to look at my list. He can add 2, take away 2, or just rearrange the whole order.
Yep.
And then the following week, we're going to vote. Who would you think was better? Me, obviously. Mimi or Tony Diaz?
Mimi Goody.
Yeah, okay. Also, a reminder that Wrestling POV Podcast is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com and use promo code WPOV to get 10% off of the full line. You don't want to miss out. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Don't miss out.
I wore my shirt yesterday.
Me too.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's in the wash now.
And I wear my underwears too.
Alrighty. TMI. TMI, sister.
It is now time for the SmackDown Breakdown.
Oh, Jesus. Rick, see, I told you. Didn't you hit the button? Didn't you hit the right button?
I hit the right button, Tony.
Jesus. Rick, what is going on?
I don't know, but when I find out, it's going to be a problem.
What is going on?
All right, well, that's the question I was asking when I tuned into SmackDown this week.
That's true.
As SmackDown opened up with Shane McMahon and... I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. I just can't.
Now, why does he talk like he's got, like, marshmallows in his cheeks?
Tell
y'all. Cheers. SmackDown. What is up with
I don't
him?
know.
Does he know how to yell?
No.
No? All right.
No, I just feel like he's just too much. It's just everything's going in his head.
No, I agree.
But anyway, he calls out the New Day. The New Day does that stupid not thing, and they just keep on talking. And then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens comes out. They're talking about how it sucks that they're not on the team, but they deserve to be on the team. And Kevin says that Shane is having a hard time dealing with him. That Shane's having a hard time because he beat him in Hell in a Cell. Sami says they could have taken on the whole entire roster by himself. And all of a sudden they say, well, you lost to Shinsuke and you lost to Randy. That's why you guys aren't on the team. Okay, whatever. Making fun of Sami Zayn that he looks like a paper boy. And
He does.
they put him in a match. They put him in a match against Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kofi versus Sami Zayn. Kofi ended up winning. Nothing special. I'm not a big fan of Kofi, so it was all right. I don't know what they're doing with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens though.
No.
So
I don't either.
It's like they're crushing them.
Nah, I don't think they're crushing them because if they were crushing them, they wouldn't have any TV time.
Yeah.
But they are. I don't know. I agree, though.
Well, look at
what are they doing with them?
Look at the club. They got plenty of TV time.
And they shit on them.
And they exactly.
Were they on Raw?
I'm
No,
just.
they wasn't. Rest my
got
case.
him.
Rest my case. Jesus Christ. I might be singing that.
All right. So next up, Jinder Mahal is backstage saying he was dining with England's elite, and that he looks at AJ Styles as the appetizer, and that Brock Lesnar is going to be the entree. Oh, terrible.
Oh,
Terrible.
bad.
Like, and I felt bad because later on AJ had a chance, and he's like, well, he's going to have to make sure he takes fewer bites or something, but like, like Jinder Mahal set him up a plate of crap, and he had to eat it. Like, oh,
That's true.
terrible.
Very bad.
Vignette from the Bludgeon Brothers. I don't know what they're saying. I don't. I try to understand. All I understand is heartburn.
Rolling.
That's it.
And it's stupid. And enough with the same shit over and over again.
That's what Rick just said.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
I was
All right,
Nia Jax was singing in my ear.
Versus Rusev. Randy Orton won. If Rusev would have won, he would have been on the Survivor Series team, but he didn't.
No. No.
So they don't give a damn about Rusev.
No. You want to talk about burying? That's who they're burying.
So what's Rusev gonna do? What's Kevin Owens and Sam? I don't know. I don't know.
Yo no entiendo.
No Nintendo.
No Nintendo at all. James Ellsworth's backstage mocking women. I thought this was disgusting. I don't think it was funny at all. No. Not the way to go.
He was trying to get heat, and I honestly, with my experience in the biz, I don't think he got heat at all. He didn't get any heat at all. Yeah, he didn't get no heat. No.
All right, well, he got his ass whooped.
Twice.
Beat him in a long-ass match. It was too long for me.
It was.
Very long.
But Becky ended up winning. Then next up, Shane was backstage with Charlotte and Natalya. And he gives Charlotte another title shot. I don't know why, just because Natalya cheated the month before. I get it. But you never even talked about it until now.
Until now, yeah.
So she gets a title shot next week. So she may be fighting Alexa Bliss at Survivor Series.
Oh, boy. Imagine. Imagine. Just imagine.
Then we had the Usos versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable for the titles. This match ended in a countout. Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable ended up winning, as Chad Gable did to the Usos what they did to him and American Alpha. So we're just going to repeat stories like you don't know?
It's true, though.
And the main event, we had the WWE title, Jinder Mahal versus AJ Styles. Spoiler alert! I wish I would have watched this match not knowing who would have won. It was a great match. AJ Styles is your new WWE champion and will be facing Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series.
And you know what, though? That kind of changes a lot. Not only that match. I'll get to that match in a second. But the other match. And I'm talking about the tag team, which originally was supposed to be Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus the Usos. Now, when that originally was the match, I'm trying to plan ahead a little bit. I'm like, all right, so my pick for that match, I would have to go with the Shield. You know what I'm saying? Because they just brought them back together. I don't see them losing. Now that it's changed and it's Cesaro and Sheamus, I'm going with the Usos with this one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that part changed. Now you got this one with Brock Lesnar versus Jinder Mahal. Now, I was like, you know what? Brock's going to kill this dude. You know what I'm saying? But then would that be damaging to Jinder as they're trying to build him up to bring up their Indian audience and stuff like that? But then now that's going to change because now he's fighting AJ Styles. So you really think they're going to make AJ Styles lose? Even though Vince is really high up on Brock Lesnar? You know what I'm saying? There's going to be no interference. You've never seen Paul Heyman interfere in any of Brock Lesnar's matches. So this is going to be a clean win, or I don't know. I have a lot to think about. Harder. It did make it a lot harder, you know. Even with the Jinder Mahal, there was a good chance Jinder could have won. Why? Because he had the Singh brothers in there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you saw what happened after the match, what Jinder Mahal did to them?
Yeah.
He punched them. Punched them, kicked them, and shit like that. I was like, alrighty. But even so, it was still a good chance for Jinder to win because he had the Singh brothers there. Mm-hmm. And they could have easily interfered and cost Brock the match. The match could have ended in a DQ and have Brock win it that way. But now, this with AJ Styles winning, it changes a lot. Mm-hmm. It changes a lot. And I got a lot to think about until next week. Until we do our pay-per-view points game predictions.
Where my team will win.
No, my team will win. So
My team will win.
no. Damn.
Oh my God!
Rick, I think this is the last time you're gonna be doing the sound effects.
I'm not. Why would I do this?
I don't know, because it's not coming from here.
Well, all right. So that being said, that's SmackDown. It's now time for Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
Raw is ahead, 17-13. We do our Twitter poll every Tuesday after SmackDown. We have the fans vote on our Twitter page at WrestlingPOV. And the fans voted, and we take their votes, and we try to use it as advice or whatever, and try to push it towards our vote. The fans let us down this week because it's a 50-50 tie.
Oh, shit. Are you serious?
Yes, we had a lot of votes, but it ends up in a tie, 50-50.
Jesus Christ. All right. Who wants to take it first? Because I want to do something a little bit different this week. All right, go ahead and go first.
I am going to vote for Monday Night Raw because SmackDown, I don't know what you were doing. Also, because of the spoiler alert.
Yeah.
If I would have... And
you're trying to suck up to Nia Jax?
No, not because of Nia Jax.
It's you, Rick. I think that's... All right, so... Mimi Goody, go ahead.
I'm going to go with Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
And it's because freaking Shane McMahon wasted 25.3 minutes
That's true.
on his stupid ass promo.
I agree. Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree. So, all right, well, that knocks off what I was about to say, but no, because what I wanted to do is if we ever get into a tiebreaker, like if you would have picked SmackDown, then I would have had you guys debate to try to convince me which one to pick.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I think we'll do that from here on out. But it was kind of unanimous that Raw took this one this week.
And
new tag
both
champs.
SmackDown people chose Raw. That's sad.
Yeah.
And but you know what though? I think what actually saved SmackDown was just the fact that the match was between AJ Styles and Jinder Mahal. But like what Rick said though, without the damn spoilers, man. Listen, no. Why do that? That's
And I don't want to hear, then stay off of Facebook and That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. We shouldn't have to.
We shouldn't have to.
know?
And you shouldn't open your big fucking mouths and say who the fuck won.
Exactly. Like if I put Walking Dead or Game of Thrones spoilers, I would have been chopped up and buried in the woods.
Oh my God, they would have been in front of your house with freaking burning sticks and wanting to freaking burn you up and beat you down.
And chop you up in little pieces and make you eat it.
Yeah, that too. What? Yeah, okay, sure. But it's true though, it's like no more. Nothing against the UK. We love you guys. We love you, but no spoilers though. Don't do the spoilers, please. We ask you. We beg you. Sons of bitches. So all right. So next week's show, it is the Survivor. Wait, let me do it right. The Wrestling POV Survivor Series pay-per-view points game.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And of course, with the little twist of having Team Rick, which these not the official names. We're going to come up with the names next week. Team Rick, Team Tony, Team Mimi, and Team Miguel. If we have enough people, if it's an even number, then Miguel will get involved. If it's an odd number, sorry Miguel, he would have to get out. And then it'll just be us three. And then the advantage of that is that whoever wins will get an additional 5 points added to their score. And that can mean a lot. It might not seem a lot, but it could mean a lot. We'll see what happens. There's going to be several 10-pointer games in this in the match next week. At least 4 I counted. No, wait. Yeah, 4.
Quattro.
So there's 40 points right there. Alrighty. So, bet wisely, my friends. Bet wisely. Mm-hmm. That's right. All right, so I think that's it for the show today, right? Yeah?
Yes.
No? Okay.
Yes,
sir. All right. So, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
and the third wheel.
Rick Serrano the third. Alright, you know what? End the show without me. End the show without me. I'm done.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Good night, everybody!
Where'd Rick go?
I don't know.
Did he fall off?
Mr. Tony, did I do a good job?
You did, Miguel.
Yes, we got him.